We had two problems as a website design development agency. Our first problem was we simply didn't have the resources in-house to do copywriting. For us, copywriting wasn't a full-time role, so I couldn't hire someone full-time. It's very hard to hire a part-time copywriter. So we just didn't have the resources, which meant the copywriting fell on someone like me, but I should be focusing on like growing the business and sales and marketing. So mainly a resources thing. But then the other problem that we found was that we would say to clients, we don't do copywriting, so you have to provide the copywriting. And clients would say, yeah, that's fine, we can do the copywriting. But in reality, they didn't have copywriters in-house. They would think that they could do it themselves, and they just totally underestimate the task, like how long it takes and how difficult it is to be a good copywriter. So that would mean that our projects would be delayed. So we would design the website, we'd build the website, but we couldn't launch it because the copy hadn't been done, because the client hasn't got around to doing it, or they've done a bad job. We'd give them the web page designs and they'd write like triple the amount of copy, and then we'd have to try and cram it in there, and it would just be a disaster. And it would mean that our projects were late, meaning we didn't get paid on time. The copywriting was poor because a professional wasn't doing the copywriting, which looks bad on us because the website's now bad. So those were the main problems, really. So yeah, since working with the Content Lab, that's all those problems have gone, because we've managed to get a really good copywriter that gets the copy delivered on time, meaning our sites get delivered on time and we get paid on time. Well, we chose the Content Lab because I think I had listened to Abby on a podcast about 5 years ago, and I loved the business model that she talked about in terms of she specializes in working with agencies. You know, they weren't saying, oh, we're a copywriter for anybody and everybody. It was very specific to me and to my goals. So I immediately knew that she would understand my business. She'd understand that I'm balancing multiple clients all the time, the pressure demands and the type of content that we'd need as an agency, how I'd need them to be on client calls, maybe a bit of white labeling here and there. So they just understood us, and that's what really drew us to them. So I think the Content Lab has helped us achieve our goals in terms of just being able to take on more clients. I think when you have all of your resources required in-house, you can't really take on that many projects. When you take specific parts of a project and you outsource them to the right partner that can deliver them on time without having to be micromanaged, it just kind of means your team grows. And that's really happened with us. So our team has grown both with internal resources and external resources like the Content Lab, which has allowed us to take on more clients and obviously make more money and grow as a business. So that's been the main thing in terms of helping us grow. And also it's improved the quality of our work. I think before the Content Lab, when we were asking the clients to do the copy or we were writing the copy ourselves, the end product wasn't as good because the copywriting is so important to any project. It's great to work with the Content Lab. The calls that we do when we have a client call, so it's usually me, maybe my project manager, the client, and then someone from the Content Lab team. And they just bring a lot of energy. Everybody says that they love working with Abby and the team. I'd recommend the Content Lab to someone else purely because they're just very professional. They know what they're doing. They're very experienced. They're by far the best content agency that we've ever worked with. We've had a few copywriters over the years and they've usually let us down, but the Content Lab have never let us down. They're very good with the quality of work, very good with their organization using the cloud and Google Docs and allowing other people to comment, very quick with revisions. And yeah, the main thing is the quality of work, which is quite hard to find with copywriters. There's a lot of people that kind of fancy themselves as copywriters, but it's hard to find the right one, but Content Lab definitely are it.